0.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Get to Know a World of Warships Clan, a short podcast with Bogsy and Synpax. I'm here, of course, with the leader of TNG and my co-host, Synpax.
Hey, how's it going, Bogsy?
It's going very well, staying healthy. How about yourself?
Yep, managing to stay virus free, but a little bit of cabin fever. Really good time for King of the Seas. I think we're both playing this. We've got two teams this season, and we'll both see where we land tomorrow. Are you looking forward to getting into some of that?
I am. I think we have. As long as we don't bite it, we have two battles or two separate days this weekend where both are going to play. I'm excited for it. I hope people tune in and watch.
Yep. Also, good news. We're now being carried on several different platforms: Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Cast, and Radio Public. So those are all the platforms. And actually, after this episode, we'll now have a channel on YouTube, so people can like and subscribe. Who There's no visuals here, but apparently people like to subscribe to this sort of stuff on YouTube, so they'll be able to find us there.
That's right. I'm a visual sort of animal, kind of like a parrot, where like I can listen things and parrot things back to you, but I need something to lock my eyeballs onto. That's one of my limitations.
Well, they get a big
But
red TNG logo, so they can stare
that's
at that.
right. Excellent. Well, so we have some new guests here today, and I'm going to go ahead and pass them off to you guys. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Milthuz from Quebec Navy, formerly known as QCN, and I'm with the co-leader here,
Hey guys, thanks for having us. It's Sapin here from QCN. Um, Good show you have here.
Well, thank you very much. We're very happy to have you guys. We've got Milthus and Sapin from the Quebec Navy, QCN. And so I'm going to go ahead and get right into the questions if you guys don't mind that. For the sake of not tripping over ourselves, I'll ask Milthus to start the questions off, and unless I specifically ask for Sapin. Um, how did you start your clan? When and how did it come about?
the clan was started in 2017, if I'm correct. I quickly joined the clan after one of the founder he decided to start the clan because there was a need for a French community clan based in Quebec around the game, and that's why he founded the clan. And then when I joined it, Sapin joined it after, and then we quickly become co-leader after a while because there was a need for a competitive team in the team in the clan. So we decided to shift the focus of the team to be more of a competitive family.
I see. Okay, great. Well, so that leads me perfectly into my next question, which is, do you consider yourselves a competitive clan, a casual clan? What are your priorities when it comes to where the clan expends its energy and its resources?
We consider ourselves more of a competitive clan. Obviously, we got some struggle, not this season, but the two last season, because we had some issue with membership. Because one thing that's very difficult for us is we're trying to keep the membership 100% French, so we only can get player from the Quebec base of player and the one around the world, and we really cannot have player, for example, from France or outside of the country because of the time zone, right? So
Right.
it's it was kind of difficult, but we managed to do it, and now we're up to three different branch in the clan. So QCN, QCN2, and QCN3. We're kind of following the TNG path, right? So QCN2, QCN2 did reach Storm this year, so we were pretty impressed. We hope they challenge us for Typhoon. On the main clan, that we were struggling to go from Typhoon to Hurricane, but it's a big step. And as I said, the amount of good player on the franchise is we have less good player, obviously, because of the numbers.
Right, right. So I'm going to ask you guys questions about your competitiveness and how how you find in Typhoon and Storm and how your sub clans sort of how they stack up with one another. But I'm really curious because you mentioned this is a purely Quebecois clan. This is a French-speaking, French-Canadian clan. You said you don't necessarily, do you not allow actual French people in, or is it that it's just because the time zones? Is it purely French-Canadian, or do you allow French in?
Yeah, we allow anyone who can speak the language in French. For example, we even have a guy called Miracle Yang, who's who's currently in China right now in lockdown. So
Oh my
he's
God!
yeah,
Oh
so
no!
he speak a little French, so we allowed him in the clan. But yeah, so if we would have French people and stuff like that, it would have not been an issue. But it's been more a challenge because of the time zone. We have, for example, a French Quebecois guy that we have one that's in Texas. We have people in Calgary, so we have a couple of people around the world, but they're mostly on the same time zone.
I see. I see. So Sapin, I have a question for you exactly. How would you describe your clan's culture? Do you find that it falls in line with French Canadian culture as well, or is it, I suppose, its own thing?
Oh, geez, we get guys like Milthuz said from all over the place. It's just as long as the guys get along together and have fun. Basically, that's that's about what it is.
Right, right. I see. Yeah, I've noticed that, well, that your clan is split up into multiple subgroups and that each one sort of is set up to cater to a specific experience level. And I found that very interesting when I was sort of researching you guys for the cast here. I want to ask you one more question real quick before we take a quick commercial break. And that is because you two seem to be co-leaders of this clan. How would you call your leadership style? How would you describe it? Do you guys are you guys like Caesar and Pompey? Are you ruling Rome together and it's just perfect and in harmony?
Mm. So I'd like to make a correction. So there's actually another leader called Firoz.
Oh my
So
God, it's a triumvirate.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
get Caesar in here.
yeah. So Caesar is not here today because his English is not the best, obviously.
uh
Me and so it's really I listened to your other podcast about the 19, and I would say that it's really a dictatorship at QCN. I know people won't like I know people won't like it, but you know what? Since me, Sapin took over with Phil, we had the best success ever. Because yes, sometimes discussion is very good, but sometimes you have to take some harsh decision, and this is how we really controlled the clan and bring it up to the next level and being able to form QCN2 and now QCN3, who's for the less experienced player. And yeah, it was kind of the way we manage the day to day. We consult member. There's no issue with that. But in terms of decision, we're taking the decision, the three of us, and we're including the officer, obviously. But we if there's something not working, we take the decision, and it kind to have been. Worked very well for us, and we have a very stable and populated Discord and very strong base of player.
mm-hmm. Milthus, is there anything you'd like to add to that about leadership style?
I would say that we're very, open people. We really like respect, right? So we don't really allow very troubling stuff in our Discord. So we moderate the Discord a lot, and we make sure that everyone is on the same page, basically.
I
If I may,
see.
Bugsy,
Yes, please.
when we have new members, they are all told once you wear that tag QCN, we don't want feedbacks about people in the game saying that you are not nice on the chats in game.
Right,
So,
right.
like Mills has said, we like the respect, and when the guys don't get along together, we put them in a separate channel, and there we take care of it,
So
and
when
not
you're
in front of everybody.
Right. When your members get into a battle, in a random battle, you want people to be giving them an O7. You don't want people to be giving them the middle finger.
That's right. That's right.
I
I don't
see.
want to be hopping in a game and people writing things in the chat not nice about
Right.
me when I didn't have anything to do with it. So that's the main thing that we are look to.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
actually I can share a quick anecdote here. Is that I don't know if either of you remember this, but our clan used to be used to be known as Iron X, and you were the very first clan that we ever scrimmaged with in advance of the first clan battle season. And when we started developing TNGD, you're also a regular scrim partner for them. I don't know if you remember that, but we've always had good relations, and it's just good to see another clan out there that started about what was around the same time. We are still hanging in there and still growing and still getting it's better and better each season.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember those time, and even I think we scrimmed with your team before preparing our cuts appearance,
Yeah,
and
this last
yeah,
week.
yeah, exactly. It's always fun. It's always good to affront your team in clan battle. We always have a very good challenge, so it's fun time.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it is. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
well, so fellas, I'm gonna ask you to bear with me. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, but we'll be right here back with QCN, the Quebec Navy, on Get to Know a World of Warships Clan. Welcome back to Get to Know a World of Warships Clan with Bogsy and Synpax. We're here with the Quebec Navy, QCN. We've got Milthus and we've got Sapin here. Thanks for sticking with us. So, what I'd like to do next is I'd like to ask you specifically about the way you divide your clan. You've got QCN 1, 2, 3, and then you said there's a fourth one. What's the fourth one called again?
No, we have three right now: QCN one,
Three.
two, and three.
Okay, excellent. So what I was doing a little research, and I found out that QCN and 2 are your competitive clans, and I noticed that you have QCN 3 is for players who are relatively new, maybe sub 1,000 battles. And I thought that was really cool that you guys actually have an entry level position for folks who want to be in a clan but want to,
Yes.
kind of start early and learn the good things quickly. How does that work for you guys?
Uh,
We when we decided to form the other clan was to work a little bit like hockey, right? So since we're Canadian, we're a big hockey fan. So we wanted a second hockey club where we train the guys, get them acquainted. So that's how QCN2 was formed, and then quickly QCN2 were able to have two regular team of clan battles. So then that's how we decided it was time for QCN3 because now um, we had enough player base to put the less player and then start training them. And we also, when, for example, a guy's is ready from QCN2 to go to QCN, then we promote him. So this is really how we were working at this thing. But if you want to add to it, Sapin, go.
Yeah, basically, the guys that don't have tier 10s that come in the clan, well, they go into QCN3. And then there's QCN2 that's giving us a hard time right now. There's so many good players right now. Let me tell you. Oh, yes, we scrimmage together and they're giving us a hard time. Really proud of these guys. And we got guys within our team that are good to set up ships and captains. So when somebody has a problem, they go to them. Uh, Computer side, just getting us in the cots, well, that's Miltz's job. And when somebody has problem with somebody else, like other teams, we have those things too. Well, they come to me and I take care of that. We all have our little things to do to get everybody happy, and that's the way we're going since we've growth to QCN 3. So far we have 50 members in QCN. QCN 3 we have 33 out of 45, and at QCN 3 we're 23 out of 30. So
Wow,
we're coming pretty good. Yeah,
that's
we're
great to
having
hear.
fun.
I have a question for you guys about how folks move up in your clan branches. Like, what's the sort of thing that makes you move up? And then, if he doesn't mind, I'd like to ask Synpax if he's willing to share a little about how folks move around in our clan TNG as well.
Oh yeah, no problem. To answer your question, and I'd like to talk about a little bit different thing, because the moving up in clan started about, I would say, a year and a half ago, because me and Sapin were very frustrated with not having a consistent base of player for clan battle. So this is where we really started to focus on clan battles and having very stable team. So this is how we really work. So when there's a spot opening on a permanent team, then we move up player, and this is how we. The last season we moved a two player from the QCN to a main team to the QCN roster, because we thought they were ready to play another level and also play Typhoon. I don't know, Sapin, if you want to add to that.
Yeah, we also look at the attitude that the player has. He could be the best player in the world, but he's got bad attitude. He'll have trouble cutting it with us. At QCN, we are a couple of guys, six guys, I believe, that's been playing together for about 6 years, uh, about 4 years. I'm sorry, 3 years, and six guys I meant, and we're getting to know each other better as we go. And when you go to war and you got somebody that you know beside you is a lot better than somebody that you don't. So you
Sure,
could anticipate what the other player's gonna do at which time situation in the game.
absolutely. Yeah, Synpax, how do you feel about comparing that to the TNG method of clan swapping?
Well, we used to do it that way, where it was basically branch based, and there's a lot of strength to that approach. And but we ended up shifting to something that just fit us a little bit better. But because what we found is we wanted to sort of build cohesiveness around groups so that it would become consistent, and that by playing together they would um, become stronger than they would, than the sum of their parts, just because of their familiarity with each other as a group. So we have a crew-based system, and each, and it also makes my job much easier. So I basically pick captains, and each captain, or each captain and a co-captain, set a number two, are given a crew, and they're able to draft players onto their crew. And then that crew, based on where I guess their strength is, are placed in one of the branches. And if that crew does well, it moves up the branches. So, Bogsy, for example, you were in a crew led by Righteous Fury and Antonius Jones called
Hmm.
Aaron Yes, and you started the last season in TNG3 because it was sort of a brand new branch with somebody who was never really called battles extensively before in Righteous. Halfway through the season, we decided to move it to TNG2 because they're doing so well. And next season, they'll be starting in the TNG branch. Now, we do some other complicated stuff, laddering the ratings, and um, there's without getting too complicated in how players get assigned to crews. But I found so far this crew system works pretty well. And next season, I think we have maybe 4 or 5 crews from the previous season that will be continuing, and we'll be starting new crews. So we're always looking for new captains and new leadership. But um, we don't have a very big skill stratification. I mean, there's some stratification, but all of our players are really pretty decent. So what we just really need to do is get them in the hands of a capable captain with a good strategy and start getting them to have some group coherency. And and use and rather than moving player from branch to branch per se, is try to get them in a crew that fits them, where they get along with the captain appreciates their skills, and then move the crews between the branches as they develop skill wise.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah.
Very good idea, and a good way to do it, honestly.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, fellas, we're starting to run a little bit long here, I feel, and that's probably my fault. So I'm going to get to a few more questions here real quick, and then we'll leave it off with Synpax. So I feel like the most important question that I haven't asked you yet but I've been dying to know is what exactly makes French people so much better than the rest of us?
Oh, geez, no. We're just ordinary people. Oh, no, no, no. We breathe all
Don't
the
be
same
modest.
air.
Come on.
No, no. We all breathe the same air. It's just that language barrier. Like 80% of the guys that play with us are just French, so it's hard for them to, communicate in the game and so on.
Right, right.
Yes.
But
And you
don't
guys,
forget that we're we're French descendant. Like a little bit, you guys are English descendant, right?
yeah,
So
but
it's
we
not
would
really the
never
same.
admit
So
that.
French people are really annoying. French Quebecer are very nice.
Well, I
Well,
thought
so
it was the poutine.
the
Oh,
Oh
poutine.
yeah,
you like
poutine.
poutine?
That's
Ah,
the
they're the
best meal.
best.
So Stefan, I'm gonna message you a word here, and I'd like you to pronounce it for me. Are you ready?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
I sent it to you in Discord. It's in the private chat between you and I.
Okay, let me see. Okay, my mouse is down. Okay, right here. Bourgogne. Yeah.
Vergonha.
Yeah, Bourgogne.
See that?
Come on.
Everyone listening, you have been saying it wrong. I don't know what you were saying before, but I can guarantee you were saying it wrong.
It's the accent.
Thank you very much for that. A
Yes.
real question would be give us a spotlight on a ship that you guys have found that's caught your attention recently in the last couple months of gameplay. Is there something that was released or something that maybe was an older ship that got a new lease on life, something that's got your clan excited, and why?
You go, Miltus, and I'll go after if you want.
No, go first, Sapin.
Sounds like they
Oh,
don't know
me?
an answer. They need some
They're
thinking
Well,
time.
so Canadian. They are
Can the
so
waiter come
Canadian.
back in like 2 minutes, please?
yeah.
Listen,
So
go check on any server who's the had played the Des Moines the most, and you'll see who's number one right there. Maybe not with the stats, but the number of games played of Des Moines. Me, that's my favorite chip.
That's your standout ship, huh?
Yes.
The classic. Always
It
strong.
is.
Oh, yeah.
that's a thunder for me.
The Thunderer, the
Thunder.
457 Firestarter.
Yeah, exactly. No, I really like the Thunder. I got the Bourgogne last night, so I'm kind of still learning to play it. But the Thunder has been one of my favorite ship recently, and I just ranked out with that ship and in about I think what 150 games, something like that. So
Not
it
bad.
has been a great season. No,
Congratulations.
exactly.
I played 150 games, I think maybe 50 of them sober, and I stopped at rank 3.
It was
Uh,
a tough ranked season, honestly. I think we only had three guys in QCN to ranked out this year, so it's a little less than usually we have close to 5 or 6 members. So.
I see. I see. It's not easy. It is a slog, no question about it.
True.
Well, I just have one more question before we talk about things that are coming up, and that would be, what changes would you guys like to see wargaming implement into World of Warships?
I'd say that World Warships is getting their players to grow up too fast. Like we see often guys with tier 10s with only 500-600 games,
Huh.
and they don't even know how to play the ships. And what they do in battles is they go at the behind the map. And I think like me, it took me 1,000 games to get my first tier 10, and I knew my ships when I got up to 10 compared to today. I think that that's something that they should look at.
Hmm.
I
Very
agree on
interesting.
that. I agree on that, Sapin.
It's
For
too
sure,
easy.
there's a lot of things to be fixed, and I would say again that the matchmaking is a huge thing they have to work on. But I know it's probably not that easy. And for sure that I'm super happy that we don't hear about submarine anymore.
Not a fan of the submarines, eh?
Well,
We're
it's a
not from what we saw yet, right?
What do you think they need to change for submarines to be something that you might like?
It's not there's not enough action, right? So I think they have to improve that. I think, and I also think it was too easy for Sap to do his.
I see. Well, in that case, that's all the questions that I have. I suppose I'm going to jump to Synpax real quick here. And Synpax, is there anything coming up that you'd like to draw some attention to?
Well, I just want to give a couple plugs for the New Guys Discord, which is also the North American Clan Embassy. If you're not there, whether you're a clan leader or not, I encourage you to join to talk with folks from other clans, to find scrimmages and to recruit members, and to make sure your clan Discord is included in the list. Somebody's going through that and indexing it now to make a nice long, clean list, which we're aiming to have the longest and most complete and up-to-date list of at least North American clan discords. And if wherever you find this podcast, if you have the ability to subscribe, please do that, or leave a good comment or a thumbs up if you find it on YouTube or whatever your platform allows. But thanks for listening. Number two in the clan, this is number two in the can. There are about 20,000 clans to go. So if you're a clan leader and you're just wondering when I'm gonna send you a message and say hop in channel with us, we'll get around to you. We'll get around to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And fellas, from the Quebec Navy, is there anything you guys would like to plug coming up here?
No, our doors are always open to French Canadian player or French speaking player around the world. We really like the opportunity today, me and Sapin, to come and chat with you guys, and really appreciate Bugsy's and Synpax's time today. And it was a very great experience. And thanks again, guys, for having us on your show.
Oh yeah, and we'll put your Discord in the description for the podcast or in any of the description areas where this thing gets shared, YouTube or any of the podcast platforms. So if anybody's interested in finding QCN, checking them out, taking some French lessons and joining their crew, the link will be down below.
And that'll do
Thank you
it
very much.
for episode 2 of Get to Know a World of Warships Clan with Bogsy and Synpax. Once again, that's the TNG Discord. Come check us out. We're trying to build a network, folks. And thank you once again to our guest today. It's the Quebec Navy. Thank you so much for being here, fellas. Merci beaucoup.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
nice. Merci. Merci bien.
Merci beaucoup.